Okay, we're back, I think. So the preview looks like it's showing the title screen here, but then I don't know if it's actually changing in the stream or if that's just a weird still image. Because when I go to do shit in the game, it doesn't like it. Nothing changes. Nothing happens. I don't understand. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Please. Can somebody get, like, what's that service Best Buy has? Geek Squad? Yeah, I'm gonna call them up. I need to figure this shit out. Man, this is just an enigma. I'm about to just give up on FTL, honestly. We might just go ahead and do something else. Anything. What is compatible? Ooh, maybe if I get rid of compatibility mode. Shit! Hold on. Alright, no faster than light. What else do I have in my library? Hmm. I think I'll do a Civ game. Might as well. I've streamed Civ before, so I know that works. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh! Oh! It's working. Just gotta set base resolution. Doing it. I think I have to restart the stream once I do that, so yeah, 1 sec. Hey, there we go. It's finally working. We've done it. We're loading. Well, oh Christ. Now I can finally begin this whole stream thing after I don't know how many minutes of diddling around. Hey look, the tweets are happening, like I said they would. Yeah, everyone, so I've done a few of these before. Basically what we do is live chat's just too hard to keep up with, goes too fast. So just live tweet me at Salmonella, any question or statement, anything really, I don't care, I'll read it. And then I'll also be playing Civ. It'll be a good time. As soon as Civ lets me tab in after its 10-hour loading time. I got a big 2-liter of Coke that I'm drinking with my mouth because I'm a degenerate. Wow, we're off to a really good start. Somebody tweeted me that dumb boneless pizza meme that I've been seeing everywhere the past 2 weeks. Real original. Alrighty. What I'm gonna do real quick is a little thing I like to mess around with when I play Civ, where I just jam like a shit ton of civs on a tiny landmass, so everyone gets like one city, and it's all, you know, intense. And I'm also gonna play Attila, because I'm cheap. Alright, so it's tiny sized, but we're gonna shove like... Why is my taskbar in the way? Alright, yeah, we're gonna shut... Whoop. I can't tell if you guys can still see it, because I... Is it working? I may have done something wrong here. I think we're fine. Anyway, I'm gonna shove like 12 AIs on there. No city-states. Let's do like 14. Pangea. Looking good. Starting it. Let's see if the stream's still working.
Your men stand proudly to greet you, great Attila, Grand Warrior and the ruler of the Hunnic Empire.
Is the stream frozen? Damn it. Oh no, there it goes. It's working. We're good. It's loading.
Together with your brother Blada.
I could have sworn I had Civ on windowed mode though. I don't know why it's full screening on me. Give me a second. I want to be able to tab back and forth with chat. Just for the sake of it. Oh fuck. Video options cannot be changed while in game. I guess I'll restart it. Life is just so hard. Living in a developed nation. This is the shit I have to put up with. Somebody in chat said something about DMs on Twitter. You can do that too. You can DM or tweet at. Either way. Either works. Here's one. Oh wait, hold on. I have to start up Civ first. Ugh. I'm being a super pedant about this, but I just want to get started here. At Pizza Pan Pen asked me to play Roblox and then sent me a picture of Mike Wazowski with Shrek's face on him. So that's, you know, something. At 32 fuck you says, are you gay? Well, is anyone really gay? Hey look, Civ's loading again, cool. A lot of these are just statements. I'm looking for questions. Although either is fine, really. This guy goes, can you do a voice reveal? You're funny. Someone sent me that gif of George Bush getting the shoe thrown at him. That was really funny back like 9 years ago when it first happened. And I don't mean that in like a, you know, snooty way. It was actually like top tier. Oakley dokley, Civ's back up now. We're gonna go to video. We're gonna apply not full screen. Hey look, it's working. Okay. We're gonna try this one more time. It begins.
Your men stand proudly to greet you, great
This guy
Attila,
is so obnoxious.
Grand Warrior and the ruler of the
It was
Hunnic
cool like
Empire.
the first two
Together
times,
with your brother Blada,
but at this point it's just unnecessary. I can't even hear myself over him.
and fighting force of the 5th century. You bowed the Eastern Roman emperors to your will, and took kingdom after kingdom along the Danube.
I'll just
and
start
the
reading
Southern
these
rivers.
after this character's
As
done.
sovereign
His
ruler
little
of the
spiel.
Huns, you march.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, wow, what a shitty start. Tundra and desert and mountains all within the same view. That's great. Oh, and I didn't put on quick movement because I'm a scrub. I guess I'll go over here. Okay. At Starry Mood says, do a yif. Yif? Whoa. Real groundbreaking, controversial question here. At Enrique 301 numbers. What is your favorite food? I've actually been... Oh shit! I didn't mean to settle there! We gotta start over. Nope, game over. I meant to settle one tile to the right, but I misclicked. This game is bullshit. Let's build a... I don't need a scout because there's 14 people. I won't even get anywhere anyway. Yeah. Okay. At iFame Fictional, could you please say Marissa Hatton is a cheating degenerate? Well, there you go. Did I ever finish that favorite food question? I'm so ADD right now, I don't even... Anyway, I'm a big dude on bacon-wrapped scallops. That's all it is, really. I've had them like 4 times in my life, and they've all been like religious experiences. So, there you go. At Ruikatora says, yo, hi, I love you. Please have my children, maybe. Thank you. I can't, I'm sterile. Not really. Actually, I don't know. I'm too scared to try, though. At Nightpop says, is YouTube your full-time job now? I think studenting is my full-time job. That's what I do. This is just like a thing. Eh, Napoleon de France. Better not steal my ruins. Oh wow, battering ram turn 4. That bodes very well for me. This is gonna be a good game. You are gonna witness the cheap shit I pull on my friends all the time. At Cheese Maniac says, any yawn is a blowjob if you're fast enough. Wiser words have never been spoken. Hey look, here's an actual question. Paul Ryan at Speaker House US, and I'm sure this is definitely the real Paul Ryan. He says, what's your favorite album of all time? Okay, at the risk of outing myself as like a faggot, it's this power metal band called Queensryche. They have this one album called Operation Mindcrime, and the whole thing is like, it's many songs, but like put together in the proper order. It's like an hour-long like ballad placed in this dystopia about this guy who has to like, who's manipulated with drugs into like killing people and shit, and it's really just fucking magical. So I recommend looking it up. It's Operation Mindcrime. Normally I try to keep my metal tastes away from people in real life, but this is the internet where, you know, my kind aren't, you know, we're allowed to speak our mind in some places. Okay. Wait a minute, I went writing. I think. Alright, fuck the worker, we're doing a granary. Why is that 10 turns? What's my timer on? It is on quick. Am I just bad? Alright, that's a little better.
مرحبا أيها العجمي
At Joan MVR21 says, "Are you into hentai?" I'm not at liberty to answer that question at this time, unfortunately. At Silver Backup says, "Hey, do you like cheese on pizza?" Now, I'm more of a dry slab kind of guy. I don't really like cheese, sauce, toppings, none of that. I'm a pizza purist, as they say. So anything more than bread isn't real pizza in my eyes. That's how, that's just Americanized. It wasn't intended to be that way. Yes, I like cheese on pizza. I don't know what the hell kind of question. This guy's blind. Why does he make eye contact if he's blind? That's what I don't get. Or maybe he can hear me. La France t'offre cette proposition exceptionnelle. Merci beaucoup. Wow, the Arab guy just said Allah. Did you hear that? Cool. Okay. Time to find someone to kill. That's not the Arabs, because they had a warrior there, and the hill, and rivers and shit. There are slightly better options around here, I'm sure. At Chef Mike Loves God says, "I just want to punch God in the face." Oh man. Well, this is America, land of the free, where you can do that. So congratulations. Oh man, this is an original one. At Mr. Monocle Design says, "How do you get your video ideas?" Same way anyone gets any ideas, by thinking, or running into things and having a derivative experience of the mind. I don't know. I'm sorry I can't provide any more insight, but shit, how does the mind work? At Boyo Boyo, can you shout out me? Boyo Boyo! There you go. Oh man. Navy SEAL Copy Pasta says, "Have you ever discharged a firearm?" I actually haven't in my life. I can't really... It's a shame, I can't really call myself an American at this point, can I? But no, never fired anything past a Nerf gun. Sadly. Alright, let's keep scrolling here. Do. Here's another one from Navy SEAL Copy Pasta. He says, "Why are you following Denny's?" Well, if you're asking me that question, clearly you've never been on the Denny's Twitter. I highly recommend you go on it and see all the wonderful, insightful things they have to say. It is well worth your while. Believe me. Yeah, this one's pretty interesting. At Renolden says, "Would you rather be able to only respond with yes or only with no anytime you are asked a yes or no type question?" I think no would be best, because worst case scenario, I just end up like outcast from society. Whereas if I say yes to everything, I'm gonna get tied up with a bunch of commitments and shit, and people taking advantage of me, signing up for insurance I don't want, bills to pay. Nah, if I had such a curse, I would much rather spend my life Woods, hunting bears. You know, I don't have to say yes or no to anyone at that point. Do. I actually missed a bunch because whenever I hit load, it like moves the other ones out of the way. Oh, Jesus. Too many questions. That's alright though. Ooh. At Riley Armstead says, "Who is your favorite comic book character?" Well, I haven't touched a comic book since after puberty for, you know, reasons. But, back in the day when I was a little kid, I always loved the Green Lantern. Because it was like, he could just make whatever he wanted. It's just, he was a being of imagination as in his powers. He could turn his thing into a hammer, his little ring, sword, trapeze, what have you. So, you know, I was always into that. I was like, cool, that's got a lot of use as a plot device.
Dios bendiga a aquellos que lo merezcan. Soy Isabel de España.
Soy. That's cool. Like 3 different people asked me this one. Favorite video game. This might just be because of nostalgia, but my favorite one has always been Pikmin 2. Just between like the atmosphere and the gameplay and just, I don't know, I can't really explain why, but it's always been my top title. Ever since I was but a boy, and even to this day, playing it as a ROM in 1080p 10 years later. It's a good time. Damn it, I've been paying too much attention to these questions. I could have killed France like 5 turns ago. I'm too busy flipping through Twitter like some kind of twit.
He who destroys a good book.
At Cody is a Dick says, Rush Great Library. I was actually, that's what my older strategy was, but we have 14 people on one map, and I'm playing on Emperor, so the odds are very much stacked against me if I were ever to try that. Let me get this Oasis right quick for that dank food. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Time to fucking die.
Tu es tombé dans mon piège. Je vais t'enterrer.
He called me a something or other. Okay. Did I finish Yes. Okay. We're gonna do this one. We're on our way. This kid, Meme Lordicus. I didn't even read his question yet. I'm just mesmerized by his profile picture. It's got, I think it's Squidward railing SpongeBob from behind. That's real. I want to meet the guy who drew that. At Salmonella, can you do a face reveal? Yeah, no, that's not happening. Or maybe it is, but not now. Everyone asks that. You've already seen my face. I am a stick figure. That's what I look like. At FV Noctua says, how do ants perceive time? How the fuck should I know? How does anyone perceive anything? I have no way of knowing that besides myself. I don't know how my next door neighbor sees red the same way I do, let alone ants in time. Goodness. At Dragon Eater, hey Sam, can you give my boy Artur the hell kind of name? Artour. Good luck in the upcoming TL? TI? I guess this might be a product of the 140 character limit. I don't know. Yeah, Artur. Good luck in the upcoming TI. I don't know if that means anything to you. If it doesn't, then you can blame Duncan. Alright, time to kill France. So this is why I need quick combat on, because this takes forever. I'm aging in the time it takes to do those 3 strikes. I got a granary, right? Yes. Nice. Next I'm gonna buy some freaking deer. At Nicholas Churchman, he says, where did you get the idea for your channel? Well, I didn't get the idea for my channel first. It was just like I wanted to start a channel. And so I was like, alright, what's something I could make a lot of videos on in like a theme? And then I realized, knowledge. Just teaching shit. Knowledge. I got entire Wikipedia, the entire internet to feed me there. I don't have to come up with anything on my own, really, except for dumb jokes. Limitless possibilities. What could go wrong? So there you go. Derek Anaish, I think he's French because he put his the quote. I think he was quoting whatever. Got a legit question here. Do you think the modern world is better than the Cold War world? Absolutely. Is that even a question? 50 years later, we got much less fear of devastation. We have, you know, the internet where you can ask me questions like that. Crime is everything, like 90% of indicators towards like quality of life have improved in the past 30 years. People love to think everything's going to shit. That's not really. Most of it is just you can see more now that the internet's around, and that sensationalist journalism is such a big deal. Time to kill France. Shit, actually. Okay, this battering ram should get like a healy dealy once he attacks next turn. Hopefully. If not, I might cry. But we'll be fine.
Sta offerta non sarà valida per tanto tempo.
Insegui. Word. Soggy Bread says, Minecraft or Roblox? I've always been a Minecraft. Oh are you where'd he come from? I'm mad. Where did that warrior come from? He wasn't there. He wasn't there. Bullshit. Fuck you, France. Now I have nothing. Nothing! I'm starting over. Nah, just kidding. Okay. We'll make it work. Hey look, there's Soul. I didn't expect there to be this much space on this difficulty. I could, in theory, plop down a city right over here before anyone else gets there. I totally expected the whole place to be jam-packed. I should have put more civs on. Oh well. Anyway, I don't think I answered whatever that last question I read was. Soggy Bread says, Minecraft or Roblox? I've always been a Minecraft guy, mostly because I never played Roblox. My one friend, my buddy, he tried to get me into Roblox like 2 years ago, and it just disgusted me on a primal level. It was like if you took Gary's mod, but made it like into just block people, Legos, and then downgraded the quality in every sense to like a 1. Not to talk shit, of course. I'm not, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of enthusiasts out there who've come to appreciate the many nuances of the Roblox lifestyle. I enjoy Roblox videos of like kids screaming about shit. That's always really funny. But other than that, Minecraft, personally. Dick reveal? No. Not yet. Patience. I'll reveal my... Alright, anyway. What just happened? I heard a noise. Did my population go up? I think so. Can I buy... wanna buy some deers? Ah! Titties! I got some deers. We're looking good. I'll make a worker. Aiden Kron says, if you were to create a cereal brand, what would it be called? They'd be called Onella's Salmons, and they'd be little tiny salmon flavored chunks. Not even salmon flavored, it would just be salmon meat. And you put milk in it, and then you eat it, and the milk gets all salmon flavored at the end, and you drink it, and then you fucking vomit at the end, and then you have actual salmonella, and that's the trick. That's the prize in the bottom of the box is just viral pathogen in the form of salmonella, and then you fucking die. That's my cereal. Man, I got a Ralph again, but like not enough where it'll be proper. Ralph. Oh, there we go. I don't even know why I do that. I think like I got that joke from like Game Grumps or someone like 2 years ago, and since then it's just like reflexive. Like I did it so much that I couldn't not do it anymore. Like just whenever I burp without thinking, I just say Ralph. It's really fucking obnoxious, actually. Let's build a library. Get some learns up in here. Brandon Neldon says, what should I name my new turtle? It's a 3-toed box turtle. You should name him Walter Cronkite. I will make peace. And he said, très bien. That means very good. I took 4 years of French, so I would know how to say very good. Putting that shit to use. Ooh, at the Pentacytist says, are V-necks acceptable? Well, I'm the kid. You probably shouldn't be asking me for fashion advice, because, like, up until, like, a year and a half ago, I still wore jean shorts. So, I enjoyed V-necks, but then again, you know, that probably doesn't speak for the common good, or what, you know, normal people think is attractive. So, take it with a grain of salt. I'm gonna go oligarchy. Normally I would unlock honor, but since we're so dense, I doubt I'll be having to put up with many barbs past the next few turns. So we're good. Actually, I should be trying to pump out a settler so I can get over there as fast as possible, but it's alright. I'll just conquer people instead. We'll just pump out battering rams once I've done this library. Do. Neat Boy at Real Slim Maybe says, do you think the multiverse theory is correct? Alright, here's the thing. I'm a, you know, a millennial kid, basically, in my room, making videos about things I see on Wikipedia. There are people who spend their entire fucking lives, you know, philosophizing and researching over this shit. And those experts still debate. They're not sure. Nobody's certain. So how the hell would I know about multiverse theory? I think it's plausible, based on the fact that some experts, many experts, think it's plausible, but I don't know. I can't tell you anything, really. Asher Man Romy just says Vaporwave. I agree. I have a shirt of a Macintosh Plus for Floral Shop. I wear it outside sometimes. That's the kind of person I am. Abe Moore Odell says, "Ever think about a ever ever think about a collab with Exerbia? I don't know who Exerbia is, but sure, I'm down for whatever. Hit him up, spam him, tell him Salmonel's looking for him. Don't actually, that'd be obnoxious. But then again, I can't stop you, so." I think this is in reply to my, like, that cereal thing I was talking about earlier. Bill Nye says, "Milk and fish is bad." No. Actually, you know what? I've never tried it, so I'm not sure if I could actually judge that for certainty. But, anyway. Mr. Sandman, 999. World War I or World War II? Which is more interesting to learn about? Man, I don't know. Depends, like, what you're interested in. If you're interested in, like, intrigue and, you know, the political aspect of how one thing led to another and the countries interacting and attitudes like that, probably World War I. But if you're more interested in, like, small-scale shit, like crazy weapons and tactics and what have you, then I think World War II has a bit more to offer. Both are very interesting, but that's what I have to say. At Janko the Creator says, "Pineapple on pizza? Yes, I enjoy it. I order the Hawaiian sometimes. I try to be very open-minded with my pizza toppings. I actually got anchovies once. You know, cartoons always talk about anchovies. I've never met another human being who's ever even sniffed an anchovy, a single chovy. But, yeah, it's not bad. So, I'm down for whatever, as far as pizza goes." Goose Gremlin says, "Do you have a favorite Disney movie? And if so, what is it?" I've always liked Mulan. I don't know. People dying. It's like one of the only Disney movies where the main character actually fucks shit up and, like, kills hundreds of people. And it's really cool. It's a good historical snapshot. It's good for, you know, women's rights. It handles that well. Not like Ghostbusters where they're just shoehorning that shit in and expecting you to put up with it. No, Mulan is actually, like, that's the whole thing behind it to begin with. So yeah, it's a good movie. Is the Sam short for Samuel or Samantha? It's short for Samson. No, just kidding. You'll never know. Do I have trapping yet? I don't think I do. Why am I doing math? Oh, what? Yeah, why am I doing mathematics? I don't need catapults. I got battering rams. Give me that trapping. I need to harvest some deers right quick. More importantly, why you fuckers working the production for? Yeah, I just had 2 random citizens on the production. They don't know what to do. The shit I have to put up with in governing a state. Alright, we're gonna do traps. Do I have mining? No, I don't. Fuck! I'll build a farm over here, and once trapping's done, I'll go handle those guys. Actually, with the library, that's probably going to be done by the time I get a worker over there anyway, practically. At Wiggle Wiggleson, nice name. He says, "Is your name really Sam?" Yes, my real first name is Sam. My real last name, not telling. It's not Onella. My parents didn't actually name me after a disease. A lot of people every day on Twitter, somebody's like, haha, more like salmonella, as though, you know, that was not intended or something. But yeah, I'm Sam. At Enrique Numbers. I think I answered one of these guys' questions before, but that's fine. Should I put coconut oil on a potato? I think I mentioned that in like my second video, if I recall. I think that's where you're getting that from. But yes, very delicious. And healthy, probably. Alrighty, it's time to start pumping out babies. And by babies, I mean battering... What the fuck? Where's battering ram? Hello? Game? Battering ram? Hello? Pardon? Excuse me? Oh, you know what? I think I need bronze working, don't I? Fuck! I forgot about that! Ugh, KMS. Well, I guess I'll make a settler after all. Super Cool Silver says, "Why do you sound dead inside on stream but not in videos?" Well, there's a couple reasons for that. And after this lady stops whispering her Hispanic in my ear, I'll tell you. First of all, it's, you know, fairly late at night right now. I'm just messing around. I'm not really, you know, I'm not at my highest energy state I could be. But more importantly, at videos, I kind of put on a voice just for the sake of, you know, drawing people in, having enthusiasm, being intelligible, you know, articulating. You know, those are all very important things when you're doing a short video like that. So I tend to put more effort into my speech. You know, this is my normal speaking voice. But if I were doing a video, I would talk a lot more like this, as though everything I'm saying is of vital importance. You see how that works? Declan McCall, I won't spell it. He says, "Do you like H3H3? I do, he's a good boy, he's a good man. I don't watch him too much, but he's got good shit. He deserves to be where he is. Okay, this guy, he's a real clown, a real trickster here. His name is OG Real Salmonella, and he's got my profile picture. Acting fucking imposter. Identity theft is a crime, Jim. I'm gonna report you." He says, "Why are my nipples hard?" And I say, "'Cause it's cold." Cosette Denton says, "How long is this stream supposed to last?" As long as I want, man. I've got nothing to do. I'm gonna wake up late anyway. I'm gonna be up a while. This is gonna go at least until midnight. Whenever my voice gets tired, or I'm tired, or everyone leaves. Even if everyone leaves, I'll still probably do this. I might not even notice. I'm too busy looking at Civ anyway. Wow, we got a decent amount of people here. That's pretty cool. 391. Not freaking bad. I feel bad for the live chat on YouTube because I can't keep an eye on that. I'm too busy looking at Twitter and Civ. But that's alright. Did I get trapping? No, I didn't. Ah, kill me. Fucking... Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna have him set on a deer for turns. And we'll see where we are. This game is not gonna go well. Alright. Well, I made friends with him, so now I can't murder him. But I didn't want to anyway, because he's surrounded by janky tundra and disgusting shit. I don't want that land. I want whoever settles here, and if not, then anyone up here. Or maybe even Constantinople. Although he's got a lot of tundra too, so I don't know. Man, this is too much thought. This game is too damn cerebral. I can't be reading questions and then, like, formulating a game plan at the same time. That's some presidential shit. I can't handle it. What else could I play? I don't know. Tweet at me, just random games, and if I have them and I think it's a good idea, I'll play it. Which is a slim chance because my library isn't like that big, so we'll see. Just tweet game ideas at me. I don't feel like doing Civ. Rustler of Jimmy's says, what happens if I grab a plunger and plunge the soft spot of a baby? 25 to life. That's the answer. Senpai Sam noticed me, says, wait, he named himself after me? What a cutie. At Salmonella, what degree did you get from college? People think I'm a college graduate. You don't have to have shit to make educational videos on YouTube. They don't check. Nah, man, I just graduated high school like 2 weeks ago. More weeks than that. What is it, July now? Fuck. Yeah, it's like a month ago. Amanda Doob says, I love Amanda Doob. What are you studying? My money's on biology. I bet you're a biochemist or some such. You flatter me. Yeah, I'm going into STEM, at least. I was going to do majoring in chemical engineering. Should be cool. Or not, I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Simple Potato says, are you as lonely as the rest of us? Yeah, pretty much. I got you guys though, so it's cool. Lel says, yeah, at Wiggle Wiggleson, this guy again, he says, does Bruno Mars is gay? That's a dank Game Grumps reference for all you normies who didn't get that. I haven't watched Game Grumps in many months, actually. They just stopped being funny to me. Or maybe I just, like, evolved in my humor. Maybe not. I think they've gotten worse. I've been watching a lot of Oni plays. That's the only Let's Play I ever watch. It's just the right type of, like, absurdity that really tickles my fancy. I don't know what it is about them, but very delicious. Alright, I'm waiting for traps. People are telling me to play Roblox. No, Minecraft. I actually was going to play Pikmin 2 earlier today. Wiggleson mentioned this. But my adapter for my GameCube controller, I have a real GameCube controller because it's left over from whenever, and I bought an adapter so I can play ROMs with it. But the frickin' adapter's broken. I have to get a new one. Wouldn't work. I was disappointed severely. Alright, 80 people are saying Roblox. I'm not playing Roblox. Ooh, this guy said Hotline Miami. I actually have that. I used to speedrun it for a while until I got frustrated and stopped. That's what I'll do. That's a great freaking idea. And I can answer questions in between deaths, and you die like every 5 seconds in that game, so it works out well. Alright, black screen in it. We're going to FTL. I mean, not FTL. Hotline Miami. People are still spamming Roblox. I am not drinking alcohol. Empire of Truth. I just looked at live chat for a moment. I am drinking Coca-Cola. Delicious, nutritious, crisp, out of a 2-liter bottle. You can hear it. I'm gonna get so fat when I'm 30, man. I'm sitting here drinking a big bottle of high fructose corn syrup and water. You know, sitting here still looking like a stick figure. It's not just, and I'm not gonna be able to maintain this lifestyle for my whole life. That's for damn sure. People are still spamming questions into the live chat. You should do a drunk stream. No, I'm a good boy. I'm under 21. I can't do that. I would not touch an alcohol. I'm a good man. I follow the rules. As far as you know. as far as my parents know. We're starting up Hotline Miami. Adam Rubio says, why does he hate the chat? I don't hate the chat, but I can't look at the chat and look at Twitter and look at my game. And the live chat goes too fast, so I can't just look at the live chat. The Twitter allows me to slow shit down and just analyze questions and mention the person. I can scroll through it at my own pace. Plus, it makes more people sub to me on Twitter, which is, you know, an obvious bonus. So I prefer that as my Q&A platform for the time being. Ooh, Sir Reginald says, you haven't uploaded on your main channel for 2 whole weeks. When are you going to upload another video? Sometime next week. I'm doing it. I'm doing it on that philosopher, Diogenes. It's already mostly written. I just got to record and do images. So, it's coming. Or not sub on Twitter, my bad. People are mentioning that. I meant follows, or whatever they call them. Same thing. Still sub, just a different name. Get off my back. Fuck. Alright. Setting it to Hotline Bling. Oh shit, this is just the launcher, my bad. Give me a sec. Shit. Windowed. There we go. Launching it. That soundtrack gives me tingles. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit so it's not like blaring. Alright, time to get OBS in on this. Hotline Miami, set base resolution. I do believe I have to restart the stream now, so hold on. Okay, streaming again. Damn it, it's not showing up. Why? Why do you do this? I remember why I played Civ now, so I didn't have to diddle around with technical bull crap all my life. Dang it. Shit. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. I ain't doing no Elgato. I'm sure everyone else does that, right? Let's Players and that. But that requires money to be spent. So, don't worry about it. Windowed. Maybe if I turn off VSync. Let's try it. Alright, well it captured the white at the very beginning, but then it gave up. I don't know, man. Hello? Hotline, please. Why does everything suck forever? I guess I'll quit out again. Okay, and now we're back to black. Black and white simulator, that's all this is. Man, I don't know. What if I launch the game again? But not windowed. And, at 720p. But wait, yes, windowed. Or no, I don't know. Let me try it. Nope, still doing white screening. Maybe it's because it's like a Flash-based game. Can't be recorded with OBS. Ah, now that is just BS. Man. The shit I have to put up with. Alright, back to Civ. Fuck it. Nobody's here for the game anyway. Unless you are. One of these days I'm gonna sit down by myself, you know, without hundreds of people watching, and I'll figure out how to use OBS, how to get it to do shit with, you know, other games. Or better yet, buy one of those, the cats, as the Spanish say. Entire window, okay. I'm doing it. I think I have to oh yeah, there he goes. So, back to whatever I was doing 10 minutes ago. Raymond Jones says, would you rather die of cholera or listeria? Well, I'm not familiar with the symptoms of listeria, but I know cholera makes you shit your fucking guts out over the course of a day, and then you die. And that doesn't sound like too much fun. But then again, I'm sure there's worse. Let me look up listeria real quick. I'm gonna Google it. Listeria symptoms. Fever, muscle aches, flu-like. Listeria death. Let's Google it. Listeriosis. Yeah, seems just like a feverish, flu-like death. I'd prefer that, because then you'd just be like fever dreaming up until you didn't feel nothing no more. Your brain would just roast, which is a lot better than being front and center for a 24-hour shit scum marathon like cholera. So, I'd go that way. Ah, shit, I didn't save my game from before. This is horrible. All is lost. I guess I'll start a new one. I'll put it on dual. Pangea. Advanced setup. Just throw like 30 fuckers on there. I don't care. 15. No city states. Let's do 12 on a dual map. That's fair. Not Attila. I'll do Poland. Let's do it.
All hail, noble King
Casimir the Great.
protector of Solomon. You ascended to the throne during a time of great turmoil, with the nation's economy in shambles and its people demoralized by the wars.
Raymond Jones says,
And yet your
Papa Roach or Limp Biscuit? Trick question, Skid Row.
afforded only by way of governments.
Aiden Cron somehow illustrated that Onella Salmon's joke from like half an hour ago. I don't know how he did that so fast. Actually, I can kind of see how he did it, but still has a good commitment. I'm proud of you. I'm going to retweet that. Raymond Jones says, at Salmonella, you give me tingles. I was thinking about starting an ASMR channel, actually. That'll be my third one. It'll be called Onella Tingles, and it'll just be me whispering softly and scratching the mic and swishing around my 2 liter of Coke. That get you going? You only put the cap on so it's better. If that won't please a woman, I don't know what will. What the hell is this start? I got desert, and I'm sure there's no way for me to really do anything besides this. Because, you know, there's 12 people on a dual map. But that's fine. I'll live with it. I want those cows, but I also want whatever else the world has to offer me over here. Oh, yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna settle there. Ah, it's Furry Fox Boy and his boat of justice. Settling. Ramses, worker, pot, Uri. We're doing it. Wiggle Wiggleson. Once again, my friend. He says, favorite Gorillaz song? He said, his are O Green World and Andromeda. I could go the basic route and say Feel Good Inc., but that would out me as, you know, somebody with no tastes, probably. What's the one? It's called like 1999-2000, and all it is the kids in the background, or I think Noodle or someone being like, get the cool shoe shine. Yeah, that was stuck in my head for fucking weeks. Just that line over and over. I don't know why. So, I guess I'll say that one. Do. I also like, shit, I forget what it was called. On Melancholy Hill. That's an underrated one, IMO. Nicholas Reed says, 7 tweets later, fuck this, Senpai hates me, I'm going to bed instead of spamming. Alright, have fun. KillYourself.com says, you should do a cocaine and cola stream while on a unicycle. Well, I got my cola, my unicycle's in my car, I could go grab it, but you guys wouldn't know. You can't see me. So I couldn't really prove anything with that. Raymond Jones says, worst state? The state of despair. Would not recommend. I would know. I've lived my whole life in it. Ronalden says, favorite Hotline Miami mask? Man, wouldn't that have been a relevant question if shit worked? My favorite one is Tony. He's the dude, he can kill with a single punch, and that's really invaluable when you're trying to do things really fast, which I always love playing as. So, Bill Nye says, why not play Overwatch? I don't know. That's too involved. I'd have to put like every second of attention into that, because, you know, it's an online game. Can't just sit for a while and answer questions like I could with Miami if I died, or this, because I can just stare at Oda Nobunaga's beautiful mustache. Shantokidon, a glorious Nippon. Raymond Jones says, you should start it. I'm starting to realize this is like the same 7 people over and over. Not that I'm complaining. It's something to read. He says, you should start a Discord server. Somebody already did that, actually. I don't see why some kid who makes YouTube videos needs a Discord server dedicated. But I think it's a nice sentiment. I'm not complaining. So, yeah, it's, I forget what it's called, but if you go on the subreddit, the Salmonella Academy subreddit, which again, why do I need a subreddit? I don't know, somebody else made it. If you go there, somebody made a Discord and put it there. So if you go through that route, you can go to it. I go on the Discord now and then, but nobody's ever on it, mostly because there's only like 8 people subbed to it total. Why can I walk... Is that sugar on non-marsh? Did the game shit itself? I thought it always grew on marshes. Man, whatever. I don't like these mountains. I should have set the world age to old. Be more flat. At a dank meme for you says, which Hotline Miami do you like more? By the way, I just made a Twitter right now to tweet to you. Well, that works out, because I only made a Twitter so people could tweet at me. So, we're even. I haven't tried to. I'm sad. I need to buy it. I remember when it came out a couple of years ago. I put that shit on my wish list immediately. But then I just never got around to purchasing it. I listened to the soundtrack of the second one, and it's even better than the first somehow, in my opinion. Raymond Jones says, best Drake and Josh episode. I've always liked the one with, Ooh, yeah, the one where they get trapped in the bathroom because the fucking crazy dog is outside. You know what I'm talking about? Because they're in some, I think, like, his teacher's house with her insane pit bull. And then animal control comes, and he just whittles a duck out of soap. It's a good time. Good episode. Honorable mention goes to Peruvian puff pepper. Raymond Jones says Coke or Pepsi. I prefer Coke in can or bottle form, but if it's fountain, I prefer Pepsi. Don't ask me why I made that distinction, but I found it's a rule that proves true time and time again. So there you go. Plus, if you give one brand too much loyalty, that's how the corporate elites take over your life. Brand loyalty is a product of nationalists. I'm not governed by one singular cola, my friend. I drank RC sometimes. It's okay. The joy in drinking RC cola, though, isn't really the taste. It's just being a fucking contrarian and saying you're drinking RC cola. This guy's name is just 3 H's at ZDem, a lot of random characters. He says, "Is first date poem about your own experience?" Yeah, yep. I definitely went on a first date and spent a minute talking to a girl, and then 3 minutes obsessing about butter, and then standing up and almost choking and dying and vomiting it out, and then she runs away. Because that's what normal people do. That's how life is lived by humans. So yeah, true story. That's the thing that happened. Paul Ryan says, worst state in the United States? I don't know. I haven't been. I've been to like 3 of them. Delaware, Florida, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is what I meant. Otherwise, no, just kidding. I've been to more than that. An educated guess would probably be Alabama, just because, you know, it's Alabama. I want to get writing. Let's build a freaking granary. More importantly, why am I working just food tiles? Oh well. I'm starting to think this might not have actually been the best place to settle. I just saw the 2 fish, and I got a chub going. Give me your delicious gold. Yes, please. I love that you can extort AI by just convincing them that your embassy is worth 1 gold per turn. And there's like 12 of them on here. If I really wanted to, I could be raking in the dough right now. Let me do it. He doesn't have it yet. I have to wait till they get writing. Get the cool shoe shine. This guy named himself Onelia Gonna Answer. I think that's supposed to be a pun with like my, Onella, and so I can't really tell. He says, "Are you religious?" No, not really. I just exist, and that's all there is. Acrylic Gorilla says, "It's nearly 5 a.m. and I'm here just because I love your vids." Thanks, man. That means a lot. You should probably go to sleep, though. I don't know where it's 5 a.m. France? Norway? Central Europe, I think. Who knows? Actually, no, never mind. Nearly 5 a.m. That's like Spain, UK region. I think. I don't know. Raymond Jones keeps tweeting me his SoundCloud. I'm not looking at your SoundCloud. Calm down. Ding-a-dang dog says, "How do you think the world will end? Singularity or..." Yeah, singularity. That's all there is. If nothing else, then that. I notice I'm getting a bit less quick on these responses as we continue. I think I'm getting tired. I'll stop the stream at like midnight here, so that's like half an hour more. Spamula2000 says, "Do you prefer Arizona green tea or regular hot green tea?" I've never been a fan of either. I like green tea flavored shit, like green tea ice cream, green tea Kit Kats. Those are amazing. Green tea liquid, it's hot leaf juice. I've never been able to get into it. Maybe it's just because my palate's unrefined, but who knows. Diego Ramos says, "What gets you out of bed in the morning?" My arms. I lift myself. Reynolden just says Dr. Pepper, and then there's a question mark, as though that's like a question. Yes, I enjoy Dr. Pepper. Raymond Jones. Raymond Jones, you need to calm the hell down, man. Like, half of these tweets are just you, and you're fucking terrifying that giant baby from that one episode of Rugrats as your profile picture. He says, "Best canceled Cartoon Network show? Probably Chowder. I was always a big Chowder head back in the day. Although I think... What does Chowderhead mean? I think I've heard that term somewhere, not referring to the show. Is that like somebody who's from Maine? I don't know. Chowder probably sucks nowadays, now that I think about it. It relies a lot on like low random XD humor and shit like that. But as a kid, I enjoyed it a lot. Theron Mead says, at Salmonella, "Do you have a girlfriend?" Nope, I am sniggle and ready to miniggle. Single, ready to mingle. Elijah's Fraz. His question isn't relevant, but he has a picture of just a really zoomed in nipple as his profile. So, congratulations. La la la. Hey, this dude made me into an anime chick. That's cool. I'm retweeting. I'd fap to me. In theory. IDK anymore says, "Do you do any sports?" God, you sound like every job interview I've ever had. Or, school interview. Whatever. Whenever they're checking up to put value on your life, they say, do you do any sports? How's your athleticism? And I hold up my fucking skinny stick figure arms, and I'm like, does it look like I do sports? I don't say that, but that's what I think. I say, I do archery now and then. I don't. I used to. I own a bow. Now I got the unicycle thing going for me. That's less of a sport and more of just a fucking marvel, but it's something. I want to start a unicycle hockey team. That's going to be my mission in the next 4 years. Just gather people for that. Matthew Peabody says, what do you think of Mongolian throat singing? I think it's a great talent to have. I tried to learn how to do it. I got a buddy who can do it fucking perfectly. He'd always be sitting in my French class and everyone would be quiet, and then he'd just bust out the 3 tones in one note in the back, growling. It was really beautiful. I need to practice so I can figure out how to master that craft for my own good.
He who destroys the book kills reason itself.
Sam O'Meem says, are communism and anarchism compatible ideologies? Well, let's see. One relies on total centricism around a state, and the other one relies on no centricity whatsoever. If you can make it work, man, you could be the first. I believe in you. Here's another guy named Sam. Zekrom, man. He says, do you agree that ice hockey is a far better sport to play and watch than basketball? First of all, that sounds a little bit racist with the way you're loading that question. You know, saying your milquetoast pastime is so much better. Second of all, yes, but I wish they'd bring back fighting, because that's when hockey was actually cool. When you could just knock a fucker's teeth out if you felt like it, and that was just part of the game. Matter of fact, we should do that with basketball too. Just clocking guys with their fucking 11-foot wingspans, just swinging at them from halfway across the court. That's something I would want to see. Full contact basketball. How am I doing in Civ? I'm doing pretty bad. Maybe. I ain't got shit for resources, except for these. I got mountains. Those won't be useful for me during this stream. That was a mid-game thing, and there's no way I'm gonna get that far. I guess I'll research animals. Fabian Pearson says, favorite communist dictatorship? Well, some would argue that when it becomes a dictatorship, it's no longer really communist. That being said, probably Cambodia. Pol Pot, he was a cool guy. He killed 1/4 of his population just because he felt like laboring them. That's a real success in the book of history. Plus his name is Pol Pot. His face looks like, if you Google image Pol Pot, like even just the way this motherfucker looks just disgusts me. It looks like somebody took a glass pane and like pressed it against his face. You know, like the face equivalent of a pressed ham. Just like stretched out and his mouth is all weird. Look it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. P-O-L-P-O-T. Trip says, ceiling fan or air conditioning? What kind of question is that? That's like saying, would you rather shoot a man with throwing a handful of pebbles or a machine gun. Obviously, the one that's more advanced and meant to do what it's meant to do. William Lee says, "What do you do to relax?" Same thing as what I do when I'm quote-unquote working. Just sitting around saying and drawing dumb shit, really. That's just what I am. Notice me Sam Pie. Aw, you're sweet. He says, when you stay up hecka, I guess he doesn't want to say hella because his parents are watching, hecka late and Sam doesn't notice you. And then it's a picture of Trump with the worst trade deal ever history thing. B5 Ord says, opinion on black people? They're good. That's all I'll say. Oh, here we go. Thank God somebody answered this question. Reznov says, a chowderhead is a very stupid person or someone devoid of common sense. I knew I heard that term before. I just didn't know where. But I think it should also be used to, you know, apply to chowder fanatics. I think that's equally viable. I'm gonna buy some nanners. Fuck yeah. Give me that shit. Bro. Making culture. We're doing it. Might buy the citrus right quick. Actually, I should take care to buy some tiles over here so the Flying Dutchman over here doesn't steal any of them from me with his borders. Let's get learned. Did I just call him Flying Dutchman? He's the Danish. My bad. Same thing. Diego Ramos says, how can I tell if someone is unhappy? I don't know. Just look at them. Are they frowning? Are they slouching? Don't ask them, because that just pisses them off. Are you unhappy? I'm fine. I don't know, man. Just like social skills, I guess. I don't know much about those, so don't ask me. Paul Ryan says, where do you see yourself tomorrow afternoon? Wouldn't you like to know, motherfucker? Paul Ryan again says, you know what, you've had too many shoutouts. I'm gonna scroll past you. No, just kidding. He says, rice, pasta, or potatoes? I'm always a rice guy. Mitch Hedberg put it best. He said, rice is great when you're hungry and you want to eat 2,000 of something. I think it also just has to do with, like, I don't have rice as much, because, you know, I live in an Italian upbringing, so pasta and potatoes are at the forefront of most of my wonderful home-cooked meals that my mother makes. Rice, however, appears slightly less, and so, you know, it's more of a treat when I make it for myself, if that makes any sense. Alright, here, you're gonna give me money. Never mind. I have no wants with you, sir. Damn it, I need production. I ain't got none. Next turn, I'll throw a citizen on that hill, I guess. Shit, I was supposed to be building a worker, I forgot! Why am I building a library? My freaking life. Fahrenheit says, your cowardice is reveled. I think he meant revealed. Your cowardice is revealed in your reluctance in answering my question. I will find the answer soon. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. That's the first I saw of Fahrenheit. Sam O'Meme. Are this many people really making Twitters just to, like, tweet me dumb shit? I feel really flattered, honestly. That means a lot. He says, favorite Cards Against Humanity black card. Shit, are the black cards the question ones or the answer ones? I forget. Either way, I couldn't name one off the top of my head, so rip. Boss says, how many sources are you willing to not credit in your videos? All of them. You know, if a YouTuber really tries his best, then I believe it's in his power, or anybody's power, to be as ignorant and ill-informed as possible. And that's my goal in life, really. So, you know, a lot of people say that that's too difficult of a goal to achieve. It's too much work for an audience who couldn't care either way. But I'm really dedicated to just, you know, spreading as much bullshit as possible. So yeah, that's how many sources I won't credit. Okay, no, I'm not reading more Raymond Jones. This guy just has a bunch of emojis as his pick, and then he's got the kid from Attack on Titan, I think. What's his name? It's something girly, the main character. It's like, oh, this is gonna bother me now. It's not Ian. Shit, what is it? I'm gonna Google it. It's gonna bug me all night if I don't remember. Attack on Titan main characters. Eren, that's what it is. Yeah, but it's spelled like the girl Eren. Anyway, he says, favorite US-backed Latin American dictatorship. You already know, baby. Shit. This guy says, do you like it? Retweet it. I think he meant retweet it, but he said retweet it. So I'm going to retreat away from this image just because he spelled it wrong rather than retweeting. And it's a picture of me smoking a blunt with, I don't know, what else is in this picture? A boombox and a bottle of beer, I guess. Fictional says, what's your favorite racial slur? I've always liked Dago. It refers specifically, I believe, to Italians or Spanish people, like those two in particular, like European Spanish. And I like it because so few people actually like recognize it. It's like outdated and nobody really used it to begin with. But when I hear it, it's like, it's a twinkle in my ear. So yeah, less universally offensive. What do I want to do? Oligarch? This game is trash. Why did I sink 600 hours into it? Here's another real challenging one. N3 Capuano, Nick Capuano, he says, dog or cat? Depends if we're talking companion or meat. Dogs are the better companion, but they don't hold a candle to a nice feline fillet. So, it works out. This guy named Pol Pot, and then he's got the picture of the guy, and I'm just looking at his face again to affirm my previous statement about the pressed ham. And he says, do you think you would do a better job in Cambodia? You know, normally I'm not one to say I could do a politician's job, because obviously I couldn't. A lot of people think they can. They can't. But when it comes to not killing 1/4 of the nation, so long as people at least listen to what I say, I think I could get away with, you know, killing slightly less than that if I really tried to not have people die. So, in essence, I think I could outdo Pol Pot if I would set my mind to it. Frederick, Azalea Frederick, he says, fave movie. I like Enter the Void. It's a 2.5 hour long. I think it was originally French. It's in English. It's a 2.5 hour long film where the main character dies in the first half hour, and the next 2 hours are just his like spirit, like looking at the earth cinematically and like looking back on his life and seeing all these crazy visions and shit. And it's just a total mindfuck. And there's a lot of like impromptu sex scenes, which is a plus. Like, I'm serious, like probably 1 out of every 4 frames of that movie features full penetration. So it's on Netflix, I think. It was when I watched it. I don't know if it's still there. That's a good movie. Yeah, Paul Ryan wants more shoutouts. Hi, Paul Ryan. Okay. JP says, chicken or pork? I'm more of a pork guy. Chicken gives you salmonella. Pork gives you trichinosis. And I'm a shitty chef, so if I'm making either of those, there's a good chance I would give myself food poisoning somehow. So I'd rather eat raw pork. And even in the best of situations, dishes like pulled pork, pork chops, they outdo chicken in my eyes. Although both are perfectly viable. It's like comparing apples to oranges, if apples and oranges had feathers or hooves respectively. Bill Nye says, will you bear my child? I would rather child your bear. I will treat him good, but that's all you will get from me. I will cuddle your bear like he is my own. Ballsack Aaron Yeager says, favorite genocide? Wow. That's a question I'll answer. Senpai Sam noticed me. He says, fan art of you killing someone with rocks. And then it's a bad drawing of me pelting a corpse with a handful of stones. That gets a retweet. I'm retweeting. Paul Ryan just says, give me $250. Alright, next time I see Paul Ryan, I'm gonna keep scrolling. He says, give me $100, dangle dick. Fuck you, Paul Ryan. You're not my wife. Dangle dick, I like that. The Thing, he says, are you gonna go see War for the Planet of the Apes? I actually really want to. I didn't see the other one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, never saw it, but the trailer looked damn good of War, and I think it would be a really good film to see. So, you know, I'm probably gonna go out and watch it when it happens. La la la. Scrolling through all the rehashed memes people are spamming at me. Gotta wade through that sea. French baguette. Ooh, Carlos Lopez says, do you watch iDubbbz? Yeah. That's kind of what I aspire to be. Like, when I remember watching that video of him roaming around in the sewers, eating random shit he found. And I was like, God damn, this is a man at the peak of his career, and I really should seek to emulate this. So that's the road I hope to take this YouTube thing down. You know, further down the road, I'll do a face reveal, and that opens a whole new realm of possibilities of me just roaming untamed wilderness, eating scum off of a street. I think that's where entertainment is headed, the industry, and I hope to be on the forefront as my man Ian is. So, making friends with the Japons. I'm gonna get my nip on. Get it? Making a worker. Alright.
wisdom alert to you.
Aiden Kron says, "You just found out all the nanners on Earth are gone. What do you do?" I don't know. I'd pull the trigger. I just put the barrel in my mouth, because what can you do in that scenario? Other than that, no bananas. Key Smash says, most frequently visited restaurant? Well, there's some local places to me. Like, the most restaurants I visit aren't chains, because I consider myself slightly above scum. But in the past, like, week, I've been binging McDonald's. Like, it's really disgusting, actually. I've had McDonald's at some point in the past, like, 5 days straight. And it's gotten worse, too. Like, back in the day, I just get one meal. These days, I'll order a Big Mac. Give me some more nuggets, too, on the side. Fuck it. Also give me a chicken patty. I'll save that for slightly later. Throw a couple orders of fries in there for good measure. That's all for me. I gotta pretend like I got friends at home or something. Really, it's just me feeding my hummingbird metabolism. Like shoveling coal into a raging fire. Except eating coal would probably be better for me. Honestly. I figured out the wheel. I'm smart. Not like everyone says. We're rolling. Literally. Can I chop down jungle? I can't. Shit! This worker is useless. I'm gonna build a mine. And I'm gonna craft. Kelp shake, kelp shake. Oh, how I love a kelp shake. Let's get mathed. Let's get meth. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna run out of happiness soon. Possibly. Ah, whatever. No point in looking that far ahead anyway. The stream's only gonna go for however much longer. I think I'll go past midnight though. I'm feeling pretty spry still. Maybe it's this Coke. It's the caffeine tickling my neurons. All the bubbles tickle my innards. Notice me senpai, he says, favorite type of cheese. I like, man, I love cheese. Let me just say, like, this isn't even a meme. Like, I'm sure this is it sounds like something I'd say as a joke, but goddamn, I consider myself a bit of a fromage connoisseur. Top 3, I'll do. Number 1, it was one I had once called... It was called like Saint Angel or something like that. I forget what it was, but it was like they brought me it on some like plate just alone at a restaurant because apparently it was like important. I don't know. It had like truffles and shit in it. It's really great. As far as everyday cheeses go, probably like smoked Gouda. That's a classic. Brie. I like Brie. Manchego. That's a little esoteric, but you can still find that at most places. It's like a Spanish semi-hard. I like cheese. Ask me more cheese questions. More cheese questions. Let's get those rolling in. Jesse Eng says, how the hell do you ask a question? Like this? Paul Ryan sent me something else. I ain't even reading it. I'm going right past. Fuck you, Paul Ryan. Just kidding, I love you. Don't leave me. Frederick says, would you ever consider being a filmmaker? I actually did make a short film once for school. It's got, like, people from my real life acting in it, so for that reason I don't think I can upload that quite yet. Maybe later down the line. God damn. But yeah, maybe more of that in the future. We'll see where the future takes me. Loin, or loins. I don't know why I immediately went the French route with that one. I think I saw a croissant earlier, and that's why. Do you think legalizing not all drugs, all drug is a positive thing. Unpopular opinion, but yes, I kind of think not sale, not distribution, but I think possession could potentially be good because, you know, being an addict and being subjected to that kind of environment is not favorable. People don't want to be. It's just their minds are controlled by their substance. They're just slaves to their own pleasure at that point. So to subject them to imprisonment and more shit rather than rehabilitation, it's just backwards thinking. It's counterintuitive. Make it legal so people can get help. And more importantly, so they can test that shit and not OD. That's what they do in Amsterdam, that area. I don't think it's quite legalized, but for like opioids and shit, they have centers you can go to test it to make sure it's like pure and what have you, so you don't kill yourself on like injecting glass into your body or ODing, that sort of thing. I don't know. Call me a progressive, or don't. Fabian Pearson, he says, he's at Exuberon. He says top 5 YouTube channels. Man, there's a lot of YouTube channels, my guy. Probably top 5 just in terms of ones I watch, not like top 5 in terms of quality necessarily, but just in the ones I spend the most time watching. Oni Plays would be number 1. iDubbbz is up there. Max Mofo. Filthy Frank. Although that whole crowd is kind of like one channel if you think about it. I mean, it's all they're kind of interconnected. I watch Super Mega a lot. Not a lot, but a decent amount. That's 5, I guess. Moving on. A lot of the time on YouTube, I don't really spend time looking at channels. I just watch like shows or podcasts or like re-uploaded shit. Like, I've been watching home movies a lot. That old Adult Swim show. Is there a mine there? I can't build a mine. I don't have mining yet. Vomit in my pussy. This game is hard. ZDZM asks, can you eat sardines on stream next time? I don't have any on me. That's the only reason I'm not. Otherwise, I'll go pick some up before the next one. I'll do that. Bill Nye, how many subs for a dick reveal? I don't know. 7? I'd be happy. Justin Biggerstaff asks, favorite porn site? Christian Mingle. I go through the profile images and I'm like, oh. Harley Hunt says, Elliot Rogers did nothing wrong. Can't dodge the Raj. La 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 la. Scrolling through. Okay, I'm not answering that one. No, I will, since I mentioned it. I can't just say, oh, I don't like that one, and then leave all you guys hanging. That's cruelty. So I'll mention it. Adolf, he says, the ultimate question. Does Lolly count as CP? I'm gonna say what legally people say. Legally not. Because, you know, I actually think, you know, at the risk of, you know, saying shit I shouldn't, because, you know, obviously a very touchy subject, but I think Lolly's good in the sense that it prevents creeps from turning to actual CP, which, you know, the production of which actually involves harm to individuals, whereas Lolly is just creeps drawing for creeps. So I think it's good, you know, it shouldn't count as CP because there's not as much moral degeneracy in bringing harm to a child or whatever else. And lawmakers seem to agree with that. It's all disgusting either way, of course, but that's none of my business. Sips Coca-Cola. Oh, hey, here's the cheese questions that I asked for earlier. I finally scrolled to that point. Mackenzie G says, what is your least favorite cheese? I've always hated Swiss. I don't know what it is. I'll eat it on a sandwich. I'll eat it on a Reuben. In the right place, it can be a good cheese, absolutely. I'm not arguing that. Throw that on with, you know, the corned beef and the Thousand Island, and it brings a Reuben together very well, even on a sandwich of some other kind. But just straight up Swiss, can't do it. Something about the flavor and the smell. The texture's fine, but I just, ugh, it makes me squinge whenever I eat it. And it's not an acquired taste thing either. There's some cheeses that, you know, they require you to refine your palate a little bit. But Swiss is a basic level cheese to begin with, so can't be done. Never been a Swiss. Roika Toro says, aged or baby cheese? I don't know, that depends on a number of factors. I mean, I'm no, like, fromologist, cheese scientist, so I wouldn't really know the distinction, you know, the effects of aging cheese. I've had good aged cheeses, I've had good young cheeses, so, you know, I don't think it's really fair to prefer one over the other. Smoked or normal, he continues. I think smoking has its place. Smoked Gouda is very good. I've had some apple wood smoked cheeses on occasion, very delicious. But sometimes it can cover up the natural joy found in the cheese itself. So, I think, you know, smoking would be inappropriate for those more refined ones, where, you know, the subtle nuances of the cheese itself need to be appreciated. So that's what I gotta say about that. Meme Lord says, see, these are the kinds of questions I really wanted. It's because I remember the first stream I did was full of these. He says, if you had to eat Fruit Loops out of a porn star's ass, would you or would you not use milk? Of course, obviously, I'd use milk, because, you know, otherwise, that would just be difficult, really. Do you know how tight a situation that would be? With or without liquid, it would be difficult. But goddamn, dry Fruit Loops in an anus. Couldn't do it. Not with any spoon I've ever seen. Aiden McDonald says, have you ever tried Dubliner cheese? I have not, sadly. Sounds pretty cool. I'll look that up later. La la la. A lot of these are just incomprehensible. I don't know what you people are trying to convey to me. This person, he says, at Seminole, or his name is just random characters. I don't even know how to describe that. But he just says, Trump is shit-poding. I think he meant to say shit-posting, but the S got replaced with an A. I don't know if he's telling me or asking me. Samo Meme says, do you think that we will ever find a bridge between general relativity and quantum mechanics or not? Eventually, man. You know, they always talk about finding the singular law for the universe. And while that does sound really campy and cliche, it does seem like things kind of, you know, with theories, they tend to approach more like generalized rules that apply to a greater amount of circumstances. You know, saying when we went from Newtonian mechanics relative to gravity and relative to particles, those were united under general relativity. So too will quantums eventually be, you know, incorporated. But what do I know? I'm just a kid. Samo Meme again. He says, how illegal is murder? ASAP, please. I'll get back to you on that one. This person, their name is Stairs Weird Lynn, but they flipped the whole thing upside down somehow. Some witchcraft shit. I don't know how they title themselves that. She says, "Am I garbage? Well, normally I wouldn't consider human garbage in any, circumstance. But your profile picture is you using the dog filter on Snapchat, so I'm conflicted. I don't know. I think it's in your hands at this point." Russian Spy says, "Is you political?" I mean, I try not to be in the public sphere for obvious reasons. Even in the private sphere, honestly. Firstly, because I don't like arguing with people about shit, because if you bring it up, it's not going to be some debate 90% of the time. It's just going to be our convictions are aligned with each other and we're friends, or they don't align with each other and now we're screaming at each other over Christmas dinner. So who the fuck cares, honestly? People get so worked up over what team they're on. That's my strongest political stance, is how against political stances I am. That's the one statement I have to give to the world. Is it's all a bunch of dogmatic fucking this team or that team. People, economists, sociologists, political scientists, they dedicate their lives studying these issues. And, even within these scientific spheres of academia, such conflict, there's no, overwhelming opinion. And if there is an overwhelming opinion, then it shouldn't be a political issue, as with vaccines, as with global warming. But that's beside the point. So, if these people who commit their whole lives to these things can't come to a universal conclusion, how the fuck should I, some backwoods kid living in a trailer — I don't live in a trailer, but let's say I did — why would I know for certain that we need more or less taxes, more or less immigration, etc.? It's just ridiculous. Alright, that got pretty real. Let's move on. Poor Health says, "What do you think about Shadman?" Huh. I think he does a good thing for the world. I think he is a man who understands himself and has really mastered his craft, to a point where he's surpassed all others in his field. And you gotta respect him for that. He's a very prolific artist. And overall, I have a lot of respect for him, personally. He's a good guy. On that note, I do not like jerking it to cartoons. Just doesn't work for me. Because I can't picture myself in this scenario. I'm a cerebral lover. And I can't suspend my disbelief long enough to get off to two-dimensional women. Doesn't work. I'm sure I've triggered a lot of anime fans out there, but that's fine. What else is new? Did I build that worker yet? Yeah, I did. What am I even doing in this game? I don't know. Build a shrine. Fuck it. Build a mine. Build a shrine. Don't have time. Where's my mind? Fuck! Oh, wait, I wasn't building that. I'm gonna get a snack. I'm very hungry. You guys stay here. Don't leave. Or do. I'll be quick. I need to go to the store. I don't have any... What do I have? I'm back, and I bring mixed nuts. This would be great for an ASMR video. When I start that ASMR channel I was talking about, first video is going to be me, just with a can of mixed nuts, gently tapping. That gets your rocks off. Alrighty, back to whatever I was doing before. Aiden Kron, if you could leave one word on your gravestone, and one only, what would it be? Fuck. This guy's name is No, I think. It's like N-O-H. Reading these names is such a struggle on Twitter. He made it out of like weird characters. He says, "Is nacho cheese a cheese?" That depends. Is skim milk milk? Is are peanuts a nut? Are the Globetrotters a basketball team? Is Trump a politician? Ooh, I went there. Trump really is. That's an apt analogy. He's like the nacho cheese of the political world. He's orange, and a lot of people love him for some reason. Moving on. Alright, here we go. Roy Katora says, "Does life have value?" I mean, I guess. I like it. Depends who you are, I guess. Some people complain. But for now, I'm pro-life. Not pro-life like the abortion thing. Babies can do whatever they want. But pro-life in that I think literal life is pretty good. I give it a 7 out of 10. Oh, fuck. I cannot eat nuts for my life. I'm just dropping them all over the place. Like some kind of something that drops things. I don't know. It's too late for this shit. Salmonella Ritual Maker asks, if you had to eat ramen noodles out of Donald Trump ass, would you use a utensil? I would. I would use one singular chopstick. I'd just slide it in and kind of, you know, scrape them out little by little. Just so, you know, both of us, it takes a lot of time to do what I need to do. Game Stressor says, if YouTube went to shit, what would you do? I don't know. I'd live a real life. That would be the best thing to happen to me, probably. No, I'd probably just go to Vimeo and then make a Patreon to make up for the lost ad revenue. Realistically. Or if there's another platform that arises, because if YouTube did actually go to shit, quote unquote, I doubt that would happen, because it's such a powerhouse. But if it did, something would have to take its place, surely. Be it migrating to Vimeo, or some other platform. So there you go. People keep asking me about Pluto. I don't care. The Dank Vault Dweller asks, is Fallout New Vegas the best Fallout? I've only played 3 New Vegas and very briefly Fallout 1. I haven't played 4, haven't played 2. So I can't say for certain. Of the ones I've played, I've enjoyed New Vegas the most. Just for the sake of being the most fleshed out and having the most compelling characters and story, what have you. Fallout 3 was decent, but it got kind of cheap. Because I figured out, and they fixed this in New Vegas, if you put your intelligence all the way up to 10 in Fallout 3, you just get shit tons of skill points every time you leveled up. to the point where you could max out like almost everything by level like 20. So it became, there wasn't much of a need for specialization and, having your character be a certain way like there is in New Vegas. That's good cola. ZDZM. Hey, look, I'm done building that mine. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go down here, and I'll research masonry. But first, yeah, there's nothing else I can do, actually. Build a farm in these plains. That's something to do, I guess. This game's terrible. I'm definitely deleting this afterwards. Anyway, ZDZM asks, how well do you know time travel, or the theory of time theory? I don't know. I know, fourth dimension, theoretically. It all exists. Time is relevant, or relative. All the other cliches people say. I get it. Did I really say time is relevant? Fuck me. What time is it? It's 12:30. Samo Meme asks, do you believe all issues have rights, or that rights deserve issues? I don't know if that's like a tongue twister or what, but I'm gonna leave that question be. Ghostly Cactus asks, would you rather attend a Brony Fest for 5 or a FNAF Final or Five Nights at Freddy's, I assume, fest for 5 hours? Because basically asking would I rather be at a Brony Festival or Five Nights at Freddy's festival. Well, either would be, pretty saturated with, as the kids call, cancer. Probably the FNAF one, just because then I'd have an excuse to, like, scare little kids shitless. And that's some form of entertainment. That's what I'd do. Because, the average Five Nights at Freddy's fan is probably about 4.5 feet tall. On average. Maybe a little more. Given the age and what have you. So me, I'm like 6'3". I put on like one of the costumes of the characters. Put in some leg extensions for good measure. And I'd scare kids shitless. And it'd be a lot of fun. John Doe asks, I can't tell how much my mic is picking up my chewing, by the way. I hope it's not too disgusting. Let me type back to YouTube live chat just to see what you guys are saying. Actually, yeah, chat's not going that fast anymore, so I could actually, like, rely on that in theory. But I'm probably gonna end this pretty soon anyway. This one guy, his name is just like a Hindu symbol or Arabic or something. He says, how much would you have to drink to smash Maria Teresa? Dude, I love me a powerful woman. Just because she's a little chunky don't mean nothing. She's ruling all of Austria. I would pay her to do me whilst sober. That's, something to put on your tombstone. I boned Maria Teresa. John Doe asks, if you were as rich as Batman, what upcoming business would you invest in? Probably like the animatron, like the sex robots. I've been seeing videos of like just really intense technology. Like we're really approaching that point where a female can be simulated in that, simulated stimulation, as it were, is almost indistinguishable from reality. But there's still that uncanny valley we need to get through because there's still like disgusting robots. So I think if enough money is sunk down that hole, no pun intended, I think it would be a good thing for humanity. I would love to watch that industry blossom. David Bassamir says, somebody probably already asked this, but how old are you? Yes, they have. I am 18, going on 20. More like going on 40. That's how I feel sometimes. Like I got a midlife crisis coming any day. Sam, but not Onella, tweeted at me, at Salmonella, what is your solution to the trolley problem? I assume you're talking about the one where it's like, so I'll describe it for all you non-philosophy nerds. What it is like, there's a trolley coming, and the railroad is going down a railroad, and there's 5 people tied to a track that it's going to go over. And I have the choice of pulling a lever. I could do nothing and let those 5 people die. Or I could pull the lever, and in doing so it will divert the trolley onto another track with a singular guy on it. And then he would die, but the other 5 would be saved. But, the whole ethical thing is like, you would be directly responsible for that one guy's death, whereas with the 5, do you pull the lever or not, basically, is the question. And I think, yes, I think inaction is just as much of an action as action. If you're in that situation where you're making the choice, then just because one involves you doing nothing doesn't mean shit. It means you are making those 5 people die, in essence. So, there's a bit, the ethical considerations with the one guy dying. Something to think about. But in the end, pragmatically, I pull the lever. Wyatt Guerra, he says, favorite FPS? Probably Overwatch. I assume that's considered an FPS, right? I spent a lot of time playing Overwatch, like it's pretty bad. That's the only FPS I really play much of at all nowadays. John Doe asks, what would you want to be in your next life? I thought this since I was a kid. I want to become a snow monkey. Like the ones in Japan that just hang out at the hot springs. All they do is like groom each other's, luxurious fur, roll up the snow and throw it at each other. Just hang out with their red faces, not a care in the world. People love them. It's a carefree life. It's a good existence. I would love to be a snow monkey. Retweeting more fan art. Alright, I'll answer one more and then I'll end this, because if I don't end it soon, I'm gonna be up the whole night and you're just gonna hear me babbling about even more incoherently than I am already. Diego Patatinator asks, which is the weirdest music group or artist that you like? If by weirdest you mean like unpopular, then probably all of them. My taste of music is it varies a lot, but it generally follows the rule that it's shit. That's it. My music's just, it's shit. I like it, but it's shit. I've been listening to Andrew Jackson Jihad a lot. They're a folk punk band, and already just by the name of that fusion genre, you can tell just how good they could possibly be. I recommend them though. AJJ, Andrew Jackson Jihad. That's not quite the weirdest, but it's a weird that people can still enjoy. Alright. That's enough for me, man. Time to call this a night, I think. Thank you all. I love you. Stay frosty, as they say. Good night, all.